Hey folks, let's dive into something that's been making waves across the pond. Under Trump, a US that once united Europe is now dividing it. So here's the scoop. When Trump was in office, he presented the US as a unifying force for Europe. We saw alliances tighten and collective security seemed to be the name of the game. But fast forward to now, with Trump reasserting himself on the global stage, it feels like everything's flipped. European leaders are sounding the alarm, worried that Washington's new approach could actually fracture those long-standing alliances and leave Europe exposed to external threats. And yes, we're talking about Russia here. Since Trump's return to the spotlight, his administration has been quick to criticize Europe. We're seeing a repeat of his first-term antics, questioning NATO, pressuring allies on defense spending, and butting heads over trade. This isn't exactly building bridges, folks. One of the biggest concerns is Trump's mixed signals about NATO. During his first term, he was all about making allies pay their fair share, but he also reassured them about US support. Now, not so much. His recent comments have cast doubt on whether the US would actually stand firm behind NATO's Article 5, which is all about collective defense. This has European nations scrambling to come up with their own defense strategies, even talking about boosting their independent military capabilities. And here's where it gets really concerning. European officials are worried that this divisive approach could give Russia an opening. Moscow has been itching to exploit any cracks in the West, and if the US and Europe aren't on the same page, that could be a big problem. Trump's softer stance on Putin and his skepticism about supporting Ukraine have European leaders on edge, fearing it might embolden Russia to push its boundaries even further, especially in Eastern Europe. The uncertainty around US policy is already causing fractures within Europe. Some Eastern European countries are wary of relying too much on Washington and are looking at other security partnerships. Meanwhile, big players like Germany and France are pushing for a more independent European defense framework. It's an idea that's gaining some traction but is also a logistical and political headache. So, European leaders are in a tight spot. They need to keep the US as an ally but also ensure their own security isn't compromised. As Trump's influence continues to ripple through global politics, Europe's once unified front is feeling the strain. The big question now is, can Europe adapt and strengthen its own security framework, or will these internal divisions leave it more vulnerable than ever? That's it for today, folks. If you found this interesting, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into global politics. Stay informed, stay safe. Catch you next time.